For tens of millions of years, the mysteries of the Earth have been formed in these pearl-like archipelago. Emerging from the hot fires of the Earth's core and being washed by the shore-surging waves were carved by strong winds over tens of millions of years. Artwork of art is created here. Penghu, eyewitness to one of the most soul-stirring events in the Earth's history. Now, let us travel through time and go back to the Earth's history to experience a geological adventure in Penghu. Since the birth of the Earth, hot lava has constantly flowed through cracks in the ground. This lava flowed from the core-formed plateaus after cooling, like cookie boxes floating on the ocean. Hence, they are called square hills. This is the origin of the Penghu archipelago. From the air, the Penghu archipelago, which consists of hundreds of islets with different sizes, looks like a beautiful string of pearls sprinkled over the Taiwan Strait. The islands have an abundance of marine resources and unique geological features. Each islet is unique in its own features. Basalt is the primary material that forms the Penghu archipelago, which has also provided evidence since the volcanic lava flows of tens of millions of years ago. About 8 to 17 million years ago, the burning hot basalt lava flows gushed from the ground cracks. The lava quickly cooled after coming into contact with seawater and air. Due to the straining effect of cooling, the cooled rock was fractured into pentagonal or hexagonal joints. The shoreline around Penghu Cave is full of such polygonal basalt rocks with different heights. In Penghu, you will find basalt rocks with diverse features. Some are straight and rising to the sky. The others are curved like long hair. How were these strange landforms formed? This is Tongpan Islet. It is a row of basalt columns about 20 meters tall, a symbol of the strength and beauty of nature. These grand basalt columns were formed when the lava flowed onto the ground after gushing from the core. The lava flow became solid and then fractured because of the contracting effect of cooling. The result, this row of high and straight pillar-like basalt rock landforms. In addition to the vertical joints, there are other different horizontal, slanted, or bent joints caused by variations of cooling temperatures, positions, and geographical forms. Some are like the skirt fringe of a young girl. The other draw fine and soft lines like a waterfall. Some are radiated and skyrocketed into the sky, while the other look like a lion crouching on the seashore due to the erosion of waves. Along the seashore in Penghu, nature never ceases to astonish us with its wonders. Here, the concentric landforms are the site where the lava flows poured out from, which marks the grandeur of a specific event among the tides. The most famous one is the lotus seed of the Tongpan Isle. how powerful is the wind? Come to Penghu in the winter and you can observe the power of nature. The erosion effect wears off the edges of pentagonal and hexagonal basalt rocks and makes them column or ball-shaped. Under the strong erosion of the wind, even rocks with hard edges will be rounded off eventually. Do you notice the multitude of different-sized holes in the basalt columns? Don't mistake them as practical jokes. These beehive-like holes are made by long-term corrosion resulting from rain, wind, waves, and biological factors. Rocks with these hive-like holes are called beehive rocks or Mao Gong rocks. The wind is not just like a carving knife, but also a grand master of painting. These beautiful patterns on the basalt rocks are like the tracks of the wind. The beautiful patterns on the surface of the basalt are ferric oxide layers exposed after the surface layer is weathered away. Strong winds bring high waves. This is yet another important force of nature in Penghu. This is the whale cave on Xiaomianyu. After years of lapping and pounding from the sea, a natural arch has formed. It is a masterpiece of the craftsmanship of the waves. The famous Little Taiwan Scenic Spot in Qimeiyu is a platform exposed to constant sea erosion. The Scenic Spot is unique in the shape of the platform, similar to the shape of Taiwan. The cliffs, caves, ditches, and potholes are also the result of perpetual exposure to tidal changes and wave erosion, and their formation adds to the diversity of Penghu's coastal landscape. Between high and low tides, the force of the waves created the beautiful beaches and sandspits of the Penghu archipelago. Being carried by the sea current, the coral and the fragments of seashell have been piled up and have left a pure trace on the sea. In addition to the sand beaches, rocky shores or tombolos are sand-deposited terrains. You can see these spectacular landforms, which take tens of millions of years to form, anywhere in the Penghu archipelago. These terrains are wonderful natural resources for both sightseeing and geological exploration. Basalt column is not only the primary material of Penghu geologically, but also is an ingredient in local people's culture and lives in Penghu. People in Penghu built the walls of coral reefs against strong winds to protect their crops. The towers with basalt columns, standing in the streets and in the fields, are served as protection from evil spirits. These towers, bizarre yet divine, are the spiritual support to the Penghu people in their peaceful lives. What farms are to farmers, the sea is to the people of Penghu. The stone weirs of different sizes and shapes scattered in the sea are the famous and well-known Jibei stone weirs. These stone weirs, composed of being piled up basalt columns, are the works of old generations. When you visit the twin-hearted stone weir, you can view the romantic style and creativity of the people in Penghu. Basalt columns contain hidden precious stones, which is beautiful creation of geological movements. When artists watch basalt columns, the hidden precious stones have become well-known world-class treasure. A natural wonder and a symbol of the Penghu residents' life culture. Basalt columns is the most precious natural and cultural asset in Penghu. With the efforts of all sectors, geological parks and a natural reserve of basalt rocks are planned in Penghu to preserve these precious geological terrains in the hopes of turning Penghu into a live classroom of geology. Except for various water activities, you can also arrange a tour of discovery for yourself to see this world-class geological spot. No matter what the season, you will always feel Mother Earth's pulse in Penghu. This beautiful string of pearls over the Taiwan Strait, the Penghu Archipelago, invites you to experience its magic.